Hi, this is Mindy Sutherland, and I am going to be reviewing Diana Garcia's critical race theory presentation. For my presentation, I looked at problem-based learning, and some of the key findings in problem-based learning include the more student-centered approach. The teacher is a facilitator of learning rather than directly instructing the students, and that there are key components that help the teacher stay on task with the problem-based learning. So there's usually a specific problem that's being addressed. The key findings from my studies include the motivation for learning is an important aspect in this type of problem-based learning, that learning by doing increases the interest and attention and gives the students more responsibility, and that students can become overwhelmed with this responsibility of their own learning. For critical race theory, Diana's key points for critical race theory include that there's a focus on white racism, that there is a need for change and equity, and that race is a social construct. Some of her key findings include that gender, performance, sexuality, and race created situations of insult and criminalization. And another study that African American males' educational experiences impacted their social, cultural, and psychological development, which may have led to their incarceration. And then at the final article talks about ethnicity affected student expectations. So when comparing and contrasting critical race theory and problem-based learning, there was not a whole lot of similarities. Critical race theory really focuses on ethnicity and racial tension as well as socialization with race. It talks about how educators view students and have lower expectations for students with different races than their own, different ethnicities than their own. And with problem-based learning, it's not so much about the ethnicity or race of the person or student, but more about how the student is learning. I think that some of the similarities are the social learning itself. So both of them are socially based. Problem-based learning is more about the interaction of the problem, the students, the groups of students, and the teacher together, whereas critical race theory is the expectations and interactions of the teachers and the students with race as an underlying connector. Another similarity that I found is that they do both talk about specific problems. So with problem-based learning, there will be a specific problem that is addressed in learning. And with critical race theory, the specific problem is race itself and ethnicity. Although these two theories were very different, and they were great to compare and contrast because they are so different as well, and trying to find those similarities too. I think that critical race theory they both have an impact on learning. So like, not only is there the social part of it, but the problem-based learning, the learner knowledge, and the critical race theory, what the students take away, there is a similarity to how the teachers can influence that learner's takeaway of information. And that's another thing that I think is similar with these two theories. However, they are very contrasting and different as well. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed my comparison and contrasting of these two theories.